We're going to have to adjust to the new vertical stand because YouTube, for whatever reason, is only letting me do a live this way. It won't let me set it up in horizontal. In fact, it kept shutting off my lives. As you can see, I tried all afternoon. So I would appreciate for the first couple of you that are in here, can you hear me clearly? I just want to know if you can hear me clearly real quick. And then if you can, we'll move on very quickly here. And we'll adapt to the way I have to do this. I'm not going to let it stop me. And in fact, who knows? Maybe we'll find this to be better. And in fact, who knows? Maybe we'll find this to be better. Yes, sir. What? No chat? No, there's chat coming. David, I can see you. Welcome in, David. Jack, welcome in as well. Thank you for being in here. So, as we can see, let's start this real quick. So, Bitcoin right now is up near 89,000. It's up 10%. And for anybody who's new in here, and I'm going to do my best to try to use my charts without it being sideways, because if I turn it the other way, you guys are not going to be able to see this in any kind of real, I guess it still looks the same no matter how I put this. Hold on. I gotta test this to see exactly how this looks. Oh no, I'm upside down. I told you this is what it did to me today is a nightmare. It's been a nightmare. But I'm trying to do this in real time so we can see this the best we can. But I think either way I put this, you guys are gonna have to look at it the same way. So I might as well put my screen what's better than me. Whoops. So, but I think you guys can only see this in the same way. So for me, I have to put it, you know, what I see best so I can do my analysis, but it sucks because you guys are seeing this in a very small screen right now, and I understand it, and it sucks. It sucks. Unless it's better when I turned it sideways. Can you guys see my screen better sideways? At least like, well, I mean, it's still going to be small. But yeah, so we're gonna have to deal with this with YouTube until they fix it. There's a bug right now. I can't go live in horizontal. I can only go live and vertical. So if you're wondering about the picture and why it's not like it normally looks, that's why. If you guys are fine with it, I still want to do my lives even if YouTube's got this bug. But I want to be here. So let me get past this. So right now, XRP's flirting with 62 cents right now. And it looks fine. That's fine. Beautiful. The screen is fine. Oh, it looks okay. Good, good, good. So I had to do a whole reset and everything. But anyhow, so as we can see, we're having a historical push right now. Bitcoin is at 88,819. XRP is right at 62 cents. We have XRP, what I anticipate, and it's already started this first tier part of the move. And it's done it very nicely. So we've got XRP right now. I anticipated a move up. I first was saying 64 cents, but the rising channel is at 65 cents. I think that's where we're heading to next. Once we break into the rising channel, it gets very, very nice. It looks normal on my TV. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I got it to work. Excellent. So it looks good. Okay, because it took me a long time to get it to even look appropriate. So I'm glad to hear that it's okay with everybody. Like I was like really stressed out because I like to do these lives, and I was a little stressed out that it wasn't going to work. So, but we broke out of the cup and handle. We now need to push up to the handle resistance. We have a technical target now of this cup and handle breakout, which would bring us to $1.18 is the technical target. We've got many different layers here that we broke out of this short-term pattern that has a technical move up to 93. And the beautiful thing is for anybody who's copy trading, I don't know if anybody in here is a copy trader, but we had 2 trades already today, and we hit over 30% on an Ethereum trade, over 65% on an XRP trade, which I ended up closing out and then reopening back up when it retraced at 61.70. I sold out at almost 62.80. So it was a great way to sell it and then rebuy. It just happened to work out that way. And if you're part of the copy trading community, and this is the only time I'm bringing it up. Because I believe in doing my due diligence and at least letting everybody know what's going on. Like, I would hate if somebody didn't tell me if there was a copy trade and the person didn't mention it. But right now, our current trade is up $14 or 6.3%. It's just a continuation from earlier. Our copy traders right now, our P&L is up $189 up. We're up 48% right now in the copy trading. So everybody who's been sitting in it, the up down, and understands how trading works, you've benefited today. I'm trying to play out the rest of this move. So the first part went through. I waited for a consolidation. Now, I'm not looking to sell this. If it busts back through and I lose $80 or $90, you know, that's part of trading. I want to play this move out because I don't believe it's done yet, and I think we still have higher to go. And if we get another position where it's up 65, 70%, and then I see an opportunity to sell it and rebuy back in lower, I'll do it again. But right now, that's not what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on the fact that right now we're gearing up for a pretty big move here. We're gearing up for a pretty big move. And Julie, I got it to work pretty appropriately.
Oh, good.
Look. This is how it looks now. It's not 100%. But everybody said it looks fine. So I got it to look like this for everybody now when they go sideways. Not bad.
No.
So just cut it out a little bit, but not bad. So we're good. So Julie had to deal with my frustration today, and she calmed me down a lot. If it wasn't for her, she did. She made soup. And if it wasn't for her, I probably would have lost my mind, because the only reason I didn't is because I would look at her and be like, I don't want to keep screaming. I don't want to get this loud. It's not, I don't want to. And she has a very good positive influence on me. Very good. That's why I've been with her for over 10 years. But anyhow, just going through the chart right now, Bitcoin's up 10% at 88,640. I called out the technical next move for anybody who's paying attention was 86,690. It's now fulfilled, everybody. And we are super bullish the fact it did this. We are super bullish. The fact that we stayed bullish during all of this is remarkable. Not the fact that we didn't give it away. It's the fact that we were front running this and we knew the first target, and just follow me because it's very important. The first target was 63,000 and some change. I don't know where that went. Or sorry, 73,697. We hit the resistance. That was the break all-time highs. Then we back tested the breakout of the megaphone pattern on the handle formation of the cup and handle on Bitcoin. We moved over 60 or 73,697, held it, pushed out, pushed past 78,391. Now that target was the narrow end of the megaphone pattern. We ended up back testing it, broke it, and then our additional target was the wider part of the megaphone, which would get us up to 86,960. These have all been satisfied. The only thing left is the technical target out of the cup and handle, which is $1.21. Now XRP is dealing with the same way. And I know a lot of people thought I was crazy when I was saying these targets a few months ago, but am I crazy now? XRP now, if you look at it the same way, we've already drawn this out the exact same way. The exact same way. That's what's so beautiful about this. XRP broke out of the cup and handle. We've talked about how this is so super bullish here because it's on the outside of the 2018 resistance as support for the first time the last several months after almost 7 years. Big inverse head and shoulders, W reversal there. I mean, this looks super bullish for XRP. And some people have been saying, Tom, we haven't seen you this excited and this bullish in a very long time. I haven't been this bullish since 2021 when we had that amazing run. And then obviously I sold out and people got mad, but then I bought back in at 34 and 38. Boom. That's a massive inverse head and shoulders. Everything about this reeks massive breakup, and I'm anticipating the next signal. It's about a 40% move here. We got the initial 10 that I talked about earlier, and now for all intents and purposes, we should be coming back up. I don't even want to worry about the market cap yet, but we should be coming back up to 65. And then once we break that, that opens the door right up to here to 90 cents. That's the top of the rising channel, which these are the next two major resistance. And you actually get some confirmation here with the USDT breakout here on this consolidation. And the technical target here is 93 cents. That would bring us up to the swing high from last July. So, and if you are watching, please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this live. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. I feel like it was a great time to come on too because we're at the daily close so we can see how this switches over. By you hitting the like button, it'll at least pop up in the news feeds. Whether or not somebody's part of my community or not, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate if there's anybody who would like to show support by sending a YouTube super chat, or most importantly, join Tom's army. After all, I mean, the profits that are untold. I think I would love to see one new member, or just some generosity in the pay it forward mentality. That could be just hitting the like button and sharing my content. You don't have to donate to be in my channel, but I always love to see it when things are moving up. And I always love to see the appreciation. So let me timestamp this and we'll get into this. Good evening. 7:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, November 11th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Yes, Julie. Oh, okay. See, I might put him to sleep. Could you give me a water, Julie? Okay, and he pooped not too long. Beautiful. So, for anybody just tuning in, can I just ask a question? How many of you watching this think XRP is going to have this continuation now? How many of you think we're going to have this continuation? We've cleared out all levels of liquidity here to the upper side. And now we should have opened the door here. As we can see, I'm not going nowhere with XRP. Like, XRP's having a spectacular day. ZIL was up over 11% today for us. And for transparency, I just want to run down exactly what I own, because I get asked all the time. And while it's going through this, I want to make sure to be very transparent with the audience. Because I want to see the exact numbers of what I have. And as you guys know, some of this I do in the future setting at 10x or whatever the case may be, but I don't expect you guys to do it. I'll go right now. I have 10,117 tokens, but I did it at 100 in margin. I did it at a 15x, and it's up 123% right now. I mean, I'm not joking. IOTX, I did $140 margin. 10x, I have 32,222 tokens. It's up 50%. ZIL, I have $124 in margin. A 10x, 76,222. It's up 112%. I've got multiple trades way up there. HBAR right now is up 46.7%. I did $123 in margin. I have 22,222 tokens. I have XLM, $222.93 in margin. It's a 10x trade. It's a 20,445 position tokens. It's up 40%. HBAR is up 44%. So yeah, it's been a big day for me personally, but now we need to see how these retracements go. As we can see, end of the clock. Now we're getting another retracement. This is going to happen over and over, but I don't even believe XRP is close to being done yet. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I think we still have I think this is the beginning of a much nicer move. After the flip of the clock, we would expect to see some downward volatility. I would expect to see some downward volatility. 62 cents is not a breakout. No, I said, I see we got skeptics. But XRP is breaking out if you read the title, and it's breaking out of the pattern formation. But your definition of a breakout and breaking out, they're two different words. So I would go use the dictionary and see the difference before you get so emotional. But in my opinion, we are starting to break out. We're breaking out. I don't know what else you would call it. So now we're going to have these volatile moments, and we're always going to have to pay attention to Bitcoin, see how big of these up and down volatility spikes we get. And because, let's see. All of my stuff is so far up, I'm going to reevaluate it on this drop. And some of the stuff is starting to go. So I'm going to take all my profit right now. I was up like $600. So I like to do this on the bounces. So now I'll reevaluate on, not all of it. I didn't just, there's certain things that I like to close and reopen. So there's that going on. I'm still waiting for Casper to have a big move. It's in the bull flag consolidation, just like XRP was prior to the breakout. And I anticipate, and I have spot position in Casper. This is what I have on HOTCOIN. And I have 100,000, like 110,000 tokens. It's like 1,086 or 1,050 or whatever it was when I bought it a couple days ago. Devin inspired me to buy it. So I did. And it had the initial run up, which I was happy about. I didn't sell in the consolidation because I still believe it's probably going to come back up here. So it's been a tremendous couple of weeks, guys. It's been an unbelievable couple of weeks. It's been craziness. And to see Bitcoin where it's at, altcoins, we're now consolidating a little bit, but it's the flip of the clock. We just had a major rally. And this is where, if you're not in something, if you believe the market's going to wholeheartedly continue moving on, this is where you can look at it from a standpoint of, okay, there's a lot of opportunity still here. I understand some people are disappointed XRP's only at 61 cents, right? We're only at 61.50. But remember, earlier we were only at 57. A couple days ago, we were only at 54. I hear the same thing. We're only here. We're only there. It's a lot more than that. It really is a lot more than that. So we should all be very happy where we're at right now. I'm very happy with what's going on right now. Because when we were watching this for a few weeks, even last Friday and Thursday, I came on when I was doing the lives and said, listen, guys, I know it looks bearish, but it's not. It's gave us every reason we're not. Oh, yeah, happy with Doge as well. As some of you know, we have a position in Doge. Julie's had it for a rather long time. We sold it at 57 cents or whatever it was on the Saturday Night Live debacle when it got to all-time highs. And then I bought it back for Julie when I bought my XRP. And it was literally at, and I'm not joking, it was at 5.2 cents. I was able to send it because it was supported on Uphold to send it to Robinhood after a while of holding it. So I sent it to Julie's Robinhood wallet at 9 cents or 9.1, and she's been holding it ever since. And now it's at 34. Julie, it's at 34 cents. And that's after a 3% correction. So yeah, and I had sent it to her because I knew she would hold on to it. She would hold on to it like I hold on to XRP. It was that simple. Nothing was going to tug it away from her. So yes, I'm very happy about that. I'm happy about Zill. Had a nice 10% move. I'm happy about Algo. Had a nice 10% move. Actually really happy about those moves. So everything I was holding had a nice move today. It hasn't finished anywhere where I think it's going to. Heck, even in the copy trade, I took out an Ethereum trade earlier and it made us 30-something% before I closed it. But I have no ambition to hold Ethereum. I just seen an opportunity earlier this morning. But now this is where I'm in it for the win it. So I closed the position at 62.80 on XRP and I reopened it at 61.70 for this continuation move. Who knows? Maybe it'll roll back over. Maybe this is the reversal in the hourly. Who knows? Because it is looking like a little bit of a reversal candle. But these have been happening over and over. So as fast as it comes down is as fast as they've been pulling up. So you'll never know till it's over. But, you know, it's that mindset right here. Oh yeah, I like AI coins. I like the AI tokens. It's just, I haven't bought one in a while. But I definitely like the AI tokens. Definitely like the AI tokens. But I'd love to hear what the audience is thinking right now. Because obviously we see right now, because we're consolidating through the night, or through the flip of the clock. But with Bitcoin at 88,360, do we think we're done? Or do we think we're kind of just getting heated up? Like, do we think we're done or are we heating up? You know, that's going to be the question. So, it's exciting. But every single step has layers. Remember, every step has a layer. So XRP technically has already back tested this right here. From up here, back down. But if it comes back down again, it's around 605. Smashing in Texas, what's up, brother? Nothing much, nobody. Nothing much, my friend. Trading with J-Ride, welcome in. Yes, hit that like button. And thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 3 years with the XRP Diamond Hands badge. George, hopefully a few days of consolidation to let the alts catch up. Yep, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Because XRP to me has about a 40% move caked in. Unless, like I said earlier, it just pulls the biggest FU to us, which it already started pulling to the top side, so at least it doesn't give you the early day FU. But, let's see. You're still looking for this, you know, to be the catalyst for the first layer. And second layer, you're looking for this to be the minimum catalyst, which you don't want to come back down there either. But you're looking for points of threshold, you know, like if we were to consolidate back down. Even though the 45 looked like a bearish candle, I mean, this, if it man, it's been doing this all the time. So it's like, where's the real ending? That's what makes me nervous, is that Bitcoin, because it's come all the way up here, the only thing left is for it to ride out the handle. And yeah, maybe it just needed to come back down and back test it, but at a certain point, we've hit all of these targets. The only thing left is the actual top target now. And Bitcoin right now could be eyeing 86,000, but for the altcoins to get hot in a sense, they're going to need Bitcoin to slow down for a minute, and some of this liquidity is going to have to shuffle around. It's just, I would hate to see, you know, like a 5% correction real quick and then continue on, because XRP hasn't, in my opinion, it really hasn't done diddly squat. You know, and it created another bull flag here, which is nice. And it's been creating these same kind of setups all the way through. So now it's up to XRP to prove itself worthy and start to push up. It's going to be another sitting and it's going to be kind of like the waiting pattern now. We waited a couple days ago, it broke up. We waited today, it broke up. But I don't think it even hit where I needed it to today. I think it's still at eyes for 65. You know, it had eyes for 65, I think. Because if we look at the cup and handle, breaking out of that cup and handle, there's nothing more that it should have been held up on. Yes, these minor corrections here, little moves here and there, but there's no reason why it should get caught up now. I mean, it's XRP. There's always a reason why. I mean, let's face it. Whoops. Let me get rid of this. I don't know how I hit that so many times, but I did. What the hell is going on here? Oh, my stuff is all messed up now. Interesting. There, we'll just delete it. See what happens when I have to reset everything. But yeah, I mean, volume started coming in a little strong. In the 2-hour candle before this, the one before this kind of tapered off a little bit. 2-hourly, I mean, we're still pretty strong here. 3-hourly, upward pressure. Unless it pulls down real quick and has a reversal. 4-hourly. Still, see, the 4-hourly tells me we're still not done. This golden cross hasn't 100% played out to its potential. Like, to me, if we were going to get a rejection in this area, it should have come here. About 66 cents. So that's where I'm looking at, about 66 cents here. And then we're going to be trying to get back into the rising channel. And once you do that, you open up the door all the way to 88 cents or 90 cents now in current time, roughly. So it's going to be interesting. RLUSD must be coming. Bitcoin going to dump into it. I don't know. Just thought. Kryptonian, thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XP Predictor. Hey, I would like to think that's what's going to happen. I would like to think that's what's going to happen. As far as this is going, I mean, we're going to just have to take this with a grain of salt right now and see exactly how big this retracement is. It's about, what is it? 60, what is that? 6104 right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see where this moves to, and I'm going to close out the back end of this leverage trade. Because I want to see where I can pick this back up if I'm going to. I don't want to just throw away too much money on the retracement. But I want to see where the bounce comes and what kind of setup it sets me up right here. Because it didn't have the follow through initially like I was looking for. And now with that 1-hour reversal showing up, I certainly don't want to be in harm's way here after the great day we've had. So we'll just settle up. We settle up $159 overall on the copy trading. We're up 40%. So that's a good place to settle. It's a good place. We just started on it. Every single, let's see. Okay. Followers are up $352. Yada yada yada. Okay, anyhow. I closed that because I wanna see the setup here. I need to see where the setup is at. I think it's okay. I think it's gonna be okay, but it should set us up something here so we can see whether this is a reversal and see where it wants to target. So I was thinking maybe right here at 6044. 6044 and get a real hit here. I just didn't want to ride it all the way down in case it didn't have the springboard yet. But that doesn't look, like I said, that doesn't look like a terrible candle here to me. That looks like it's setting up exactly like I want it. Exactly like I want it. What do you guys think? Is this, it's clearing out just like it needs to. This is clearing out just like it needs to. 45-minute. What do we have left in this can? What the hell is this right here? I don't know. Apparently I'll have to figure that out. But anyhow, we're looking at a consolidated candle right now. Bitcoin, 87,747. See, these look like consolidate. I feel like Bitcoin could possibly be coming down here to retest this 86,960 roughly. And if that's the case, XRP could be coming down to test those lower boundaries. And for XRP, what do we know? It likes to do it quick, fast. First test would be 60.49. The whole market's doing this, though. That's why I shut down all the trades after I realized how much I was up on the other ones. 58.6 it could possibly try. I mean, I've seen worse out of XRP. I certainly hope it doesn't pull a shenanigans by XRP and just pull this into like a double top. But I don't think it is. We got back on top of the rising channel. We fell outside of it. And I like we said, huge inverse head and shoulders. Spot positions are king. The leverage positions are difficult because you don't know if it's going to be a 5, 4, 6% correction. So you want to make sure you can see the boundaries. Like right now, 6084, there's another $30, almost $20. So, you got to be careful. So you got to ride and see where it's going to be. The hourly was telling me it's not where I want. So we're going to wait for this retracement. I mean, you can see how it's, and they're always swift. And that's why I said when Bitcoin finishes its liquidity zone, I'm going to be a little nervous because, the market acts in weird ways, as you all know. So you get those quick moves up, and now you're 2.65, 2.7. This is the liquidity strike on longs right now. Liquidity strike on longs. So don't be afraid. You just gotta pay attention to the charts. But this is the liquidity strike. Let's take a look here real quick. I'm gonna have to open this stuff back up because, like I said, I haven't even used this since I reset this to try to get it to work properly. I actually restored my entire tablet to brand new factory reset. So XRP liquidity. XRP short-term outlook. Ripple XRP liquidations. This is where we want to be. So right now, and look at that pullback, folks. Told you I'm not going to put your money out there if you copy trade me in a bad position. I'm not going to just let it hang out there. I'm going to trade it the way I need to. Anyhow, make sure to hit that like button. Less than half of the viewers have hit the like button. We have 157 people in here, 81 likes. We could be doing a big dent here to help us push through the analytics and help us be pushed through YouTube so we can get more eyes on our content, which is what we need so we can continue to expand and grow. And we have a beautiful community here. We have such a world filled with hate, and you know what we do? We do it different here. We do it from a standpoint of positivity over negativity, and we do it with love. No, I don't short. I don't like the short. I like to do the longs because then I can look at the optimism from where I need to buy my long positions and stuff like that. I got worked over, liquidated on HOTCOIN. I was long Bitcoin at 64, and it liquidated me at 78. Fuck. Yeah, that's why I said I don't like leverage on HOTCOIN. I don't do leverage there at all. BITUNIX, my friend. BITUNIX. That's all I'm going to say. BITUNIX. So if we go through the actual statistics here. Oh, Julie. Where am I supposed to? Sorry. I honestly didn't realize how much I had made trading until I just sold everything out. And it was $698 with everything combined. So it was just one of those days where it kind of got away from me because I was invested in the stuff before the move up, and I was crying wolf saying, hey guys, this is going to happen, whether it has a continuation or not. This is why I sold out of that position, the continuation position, at a $20 loss, because I could see something bad was, it might have even been like a $23 loss, but we capitalized. So for me personally on those trades, it's up like 150 on the day. So I got to tempt the market. So liquidations right now for XRP, 4.6 million. Long liquidations are 3.6 million. Short liquidations are 24 in the last 24 hours, 1.0, just 1 million. Biggest liquidations are on Bybit and Binance. It looks like huge liquidations happen. Holy smokes. Let's see. Funding rates are probably positive. Yeah. Long short ratio, it's starting to, it's not really flipping that much though. Wow. The 5 is 2.31 to 1, or 2.31 to 1. Yeah. 69.79% going long, 30.21% going short. And then the 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily, 2.26 to 1 going long to short, 69.33% going long, and 30.67% going short. Julie, thank you for the water, by the way. I love you. So a lot of dynamics going on here right now. I don't think we should give this all back yet. I don't think so, unless Bitcoin has other ideas. But this is where it gets tricky, because once we rode into that liquidity sweep for Bitcoin, now it could bring the lower boundaries, in fact. But now some of these, like Doge, even if it had a 30% pullback, it's still in the mid-20s. You know, so from where it came from. But I don't think it's ready yet. Like, the market doesn't seem ready. It came down for this consolidation. Oh man, it came down to 597. Oh, that would have been the spot. I was too busy looking at the long and short liquidations. There's your spot right there to get on a trade right there. Fuck. Oh yeah, that was a nice one. That was a nice one. Remember I said you want to see where the pattern consolidates and where it resets up. So that's what we're seeing right now. We're going to see, oh. We need to pull up here. We don't want to bust this pattern back to the downside. Let's put it that way. We would like to keep this pattern intact here. We would like to keep it intact. Bitcoin, we're retesting the short breakout here at 86,690. We came right back there and retested it. So if Bitcoin's meant to continue on here, which we know the technical target out of the cup and handle is not met yet. It's all the way up at 120K if it plays true. So, I mean, look how quick it made that move. It literally bounced out of here. And once it broke this megaphone on the handle, Bitcoin's up 30%, like, what, 4 days? 5 days? So, I have a lot of optimism left here. This is just your short-term bounce. And then you have to see if the market has tenacity in this 12-hour stretch. I mean, 24-hour stretch, or is this the consolidation day? Sometimes you get consolidation days when you're having move up. So you get the consolidation and then it fires, then it'd be firing on Tuesday, like a turnaround Tuesday. But we've seen this a lot on this move up. We'd be 2-3% down and then it kicks back in. So I'm not saying anything about it being over. I'm just saying we always look at the levels. Big XRP definitely looks like it's got a lot of work to do still to the upside. But it retested. I cannot believe I missed that retest, and I'm on the air with you guys. It's crazy. Like, it literally almost came down there. Now we're looking to hold the 60.4 cents to hold this pattern breakout. I mean, it back tested in a very big way. It's a very big retest. Last time it pulled down like this, it ended up basically resetting in the pattern and coming to a new low after the push up, and it faked a lot of people out thinking it was going to be M topping reversal. That was overnight, last night, and it ended up being the premature push before the move. Now could we be emulating that? And we possibly could be here. We really could possibly be emulating this. So So yeah, I mean, I can't tell if anybody is trying to talk because it's not showing me anything, but I suspect maybe some of you are trying to talk, trying to say some stuff. I will go on here and see. I hate to hear you're so tired of it. What site is this? This is on TradingView. So tired of what? What dictates more the price of a token, spot or futures trading? Futures, liquidation zones for the most part. But yeah, you need a lot of spot entries, but those future liquidation zones definitely drive the trading bots. It's larger players filling their positions. Mark out 3-day highs and lows, and you can see that they're just taking liquidity and previous highs and previous lows. Yep. And taking previous liquidity. I agree with that. I agree with that. Where is the copy trading? That's on BITUNIX. You can look in the video description below, or on my homepage, and you can look at that. You can definitely take a look if you would like. I would encourage you to trade on BITUNIX if you're doing leverage or spot. It's just the lowest spot and leverage trading fees I've found, and it's a miracle, like the way their system works in comparison to a lot of others. You can go to my homepage, and then if you're looking, like right here's BITUNIX, you can just click on BITUNIX. I have it on an app, so I don't even do it like this for trading. So BITUNIX, yada, yada, yada. You can sign up here. And then once you get on here, you can go into the copy trading and you just type in XRP Future Millionaire. But I don't advise anybody to join that. I don't advise anybody to join that because it's too risky. That's why I don't really talk about it. But here's where we're starting to get the bounce off now. Now we're starting to form something here. Man, I wish I wouldn't have been doing what I was doing. That's okay. Now, I want to see this in formulation. Now, we've got a nice reversal starting. Back on top of the 200-day. Now, I need to see how far down, if I were to buy a position here, how far that liquidity is. Because now we've got a liquidity strike, which I like to see. But now, a lot of times, we like to revisit that somehow, some way. It always seems like we want to come back down at some point after the first initial push up. And like I can just go back into the recent history of XRP. Boom. Whoops. I made this. Came around, then came almost all the way back down last night. Pushed up. Came down. Maybe it swings around. Then maybe it'll do something like this and then bounce. So basically what I'm saying, if I'm targeting something to re-enter a leverage position after having a 65%, I'm looking for this to either break out of this region and let me know that we're off to the new highs, or have a bit of a back test here. We had an overzealous sell-off there real quick, as you all seen in real time. Come down, maybe come here a little bit, swing back around, tap here, and then bounce out. And that's sometimes what you could expect to happen. It could create a nice reversal here. Now, what I can already see is boom, boom, and then I don't know, it feels like it's ready to push back up. Like, it feels like it's ready to push back up. Bitcoin went back over 80 real quick. Real quick. I would love to hear what the audience has to say about that, for sure. This is way too hard to trade right now, not touching my bag. Do you think we see major corrections or minor ones with a continued consolidation of? Oh, I wouldn't touch your bags. My spot isn't going nowhere. My spot isn't going nowhere. I have like 3% of my portfolio value that I would sit and leverage, but now it's built up here. That 170 is built up now. So I don't know. It's 350, 400. I don't know where it's at right now. But I don't traditionally leverage trade to begin with. It's just when I feel like there's opportunity building. And now you've definitely got an exhaustion wick where you could say, as long as I'm well within this, there's not very much downside risk as long as you're not putting a stop loss on, and you're willing to let this ride. And what do I always say? If you're trading, you better make it sure to let it ride in that sense. But anyhow, I don't want to keep talking about that. Let's focus on the actual positioning. I know a lot of people are talking about the copy trading, but I really don't want to talk about it. So you're always welcome to join it, but I think we need to focus on the spot. You know, I think we need to focus on the spot. I think some people get overzealous to buy the sell, to buy the sell. So look for positioning, not necessarily a quick in and out. So my XRP I've been holding since 34 cents. So I'm not looking to get out. Even if it were to come through and come all the way back through, I would buy more. You know, until the eventual move. But it seems pretty man, would it be crazy if this was the end of the move for XRP or the crypto and then it comes and liquidates? But I don't think it is. I think, like we said, if you pull this out into a wider formation, I think it tells you everything you need to know. It's just, yeah, in the 4 hourly, not technically a reversal yet. 3 hourly is... 3 hourly depends how it finishes this in the next hour and 23 minutes because there's still more topside pressure to me. Hourly's kind of turned into a hammer, not a hammer, but like a dragonfly, which is actually a bullish candle. It's just, we got 28 minutes here. And remember, we came down so quick that, you know, that 59.9's good, but since we came down here, it almost makes me feel like we would come down to... And I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just trying to be realistic here. It would make sense to come down to 58.7 where we're at. To retest that little rising channel resistance as support, as we've already done a few times. That was the short term we followed. This is just extended on. But if you look at it a little more deep, it's the breakout point. It's the breakout point. We came down here. We're back testing it again. And we almost came right down to 593. And now it's got this little bit of a short rebound, but we're going to see if it bounces here, if we're going to get a little more correction. Last time, we got a little more correction. So last time, the initial pull down, when we first started creating it, we did pull up just a tad. So we went from 59.20 back up close to 60, and then it ended up falling out to about 56.30. To make the swing low of that part of the formation. Right now we came down to 59.75. Initially came up to 60.97. And now it seems to be swinging itself down a little bit at 60.5. I just don't trust it right now. I don't trust it. That's why I'm on the sidelines besides my spot positioning. I don't trust it right now. It's liquidity sweeps right now. And some of you know, it's one of the hardest tokens to try to trade leverage because of all these sweeps it does. And it's just that quick. You know, it's that quick of a game. It was all the way up past 63 cents and some change, and now here we are barely holding on to 60. Well, 60 and a half. So we still have the 60 handle right now. But, you know, this is kind of an in-the-moment thing right now. So we got to enjoy it together. Just appreciate what we got here. Appreciate what we do here and appreciate the fact we were so far ahead of the run. So if you wanted to be in it, you had every way to get into it. You know, no matter how high the runs go, no matter how low they go, we're always going to be in a proper positioning to be able to take advantage of it. We really, really are. I don't necessarily think this is done. Like, I don't think in the short term we're necessarily done. Like, in the long term, I don't think so at all. But, you know, the short term, you can always have those 5 to 7% as we found out, or even more. Because my biggest fear is that much like gold and silver did to the commodity stocks, you guys seen how quick I got out of the way of Fortuna and B2 Gold. B2 at $3.32 and Fortuna up there at $5.30 or $5.32. There's a reason why. Because I seen that gold and silver move coming. And I actually did an update. Is he asleep? Beautiful. I actually did an update and I put out a warning 5 days ago for gold. And it's been nothing but unbelievable. And I know there's nobody who wants to watch the gold and silver, but honestly, you know, I got to show what I need to show. And nobody's requesting much. Nobody's donated or anything, so there's nothing special we have to do. So we can kind of float around here. There's no special requests or anything. So, where was this at? I need to go back to like 5 days ago, roughly. I did an update about, gold warning. Rising channel is broken. $268 expected. Commodities fire sale coming. XRP bull flag. Now to put it in perspective, gold was at 2,672. B2 gold was at $3.21. First Majestic was 668 and Fortuna was at 469 at the time. I don't even know where we're at now. Gold's at, so we had an up and down. It's not that bad. It's not that bad because we went back up to 27 something and then we came back down. The fire sale was at the rejection of the rising channel. It started, which we know. So we've dropped from 2,706. And that's where the measurement was from. The drop from up here. So we've dropped about $90 so far. 3.15%. I was targeting if it has this big fall off from the channel. It could come all the way down to 2,389. And I think it's going to be a spectacular opportunity that gets put out there. Commodities are dangerous, risky right now, but at some point we're going to get a reversal. So just pay attention. Pay attention. Oh, shoot, I keep forgetting it's not showing me the comments on my phone. Oh, I did have one donation, as far as I know, because I had it from my Lolio City Talent $5 donation. Thank you so much from a little while ago. Said not touching your bag. I wouldn't touch it either, honestly. Anti-communist says Tom is the best crypto guru. I really appreciate that. I try my best. I really, really do. Hey, Julie, we got a new member of Tom's Army.
Oh, yeah?
You just made me the happiest person in the world today, and Julie knows I needed that.
Yeah.
Not from financial standpoint, but from a mental standpoint, because I was having a heck of a time, and I spent over 2.5 hours to get this work, didn't I, Julie? My whole afternoon I spent getting this to work properly, and it was not easy. So to see you join Tom's Army, that's an unbelievable gesture. Thank you so much for the pay it forward mentality, and it came at a beautiful time for me personally. Thank you, the stranger 0509, and I know it's your first month in Tom's Army because it's the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens, and that is my face superimposed on there. I kid you not. Oh wow, Mondez. Thank you so much for sending the $10 donation. He said, for the profits from... Oh, you don't need to send me profits from copy trading. I just do that for all of us. Seriously. Thank you so much. Because sometimes the copy trading doesn't work out for us, does it? Remember, we were down $75 earlier today as a whole. And we were waiting in the patterns up and down. But now it's turned around some. And obviously you're showing your appreciation. And I appreciate that. Like, I really do. I really do. Like, now that everything's settled, I know after all the fees and everything were put into account and all that, I know right now we're up 36.9% as it's settled, and we're up $145 in P&L. We've only started for a couple weeks, not even. Our high was up 20.92% before that fall, and then we had a 27% reversal. Our P&L went up from $44 then minus $29. So that was a $73 turnaround. And we were actually minus 75 in totality. It's just today it doesn't show up because from the low we already bounced out of it. Now our P&L is at plus 145.46 and the ROI is at plus 36.92. And the nice thing about it, if you're... Oh, wait a minute. That's not all time. That's only the last 7 days. All time... We're up $138.14 all time, 34.42%. Maximum drawdown 0%. And our max, there we go. Our max down, ROI was down 9.16% on the 11th, and we were down $36, but that doesn't show the very bottom at 75. So it's a big up and down, left and right, but it's fun. I love doing it with everybody. And the way I look at it is, win or lose, if we're winning, I'm winning together with you. And if I'm losing, there's other to have to suffer and defeat with me or in despair because it's up and down, left and right affair. But, you know, you're just trying to hit more than you're getting hit with, right? So, but right now, you know, I'm never one to just jump right back in. So I'm looking to see the consolidation here. I want to see... It doesn't look awful to me. This looks like a decent consolidation. We've actually come down. I just need to make sure that in these 30 minutes it doesn't become overzealous. That's all. We just got to make sure this doesn't go overzealous. And Bitcoin doesn't seem like it wants to go overzealous just yet, but it is down $1,000. or 1.45%. And, you know, we've had a tremendous move. We're up 10%, you know, in the last 24 hours. So we always have to pay attention. Always have to pay attention. You're welcome. I lost 7,000 before, so 75 now. Oh yeah, trust me. Like I said in the copy trading, I'm never gonna have enough in there for anybody to see significant losses because I only use such a small percentage of my portfolio. But I've had what I call bagel gate. I had like a $400 or $500 leverage trade, and it moved up to $1,200. And instead of cashing out half of it or doing anything, I was greedy. And I was letting it ride up. I thought it was fine. And I go to make my bagel. And literally 7 minutes later, the market it did like a 10% dump. And it just all ended. And I knew I was playing with fire because it was at the end of a run. But I thought it still had a little bit more to eke out. And instead of taking over 100, about 130%, it just dropped all out, and I lost $1,200 in like literally 7 minutes. And that was the best thing that's happened to me because this year's been spectacular because of some of this stuff. Like some of those lessons, I remember Julie was in the room and I said, Julie, I fucked up. And I literally went limp on the bed and I put the blanket over my head. She said I was dramatic, but that was a moment in time. We didn't have a lot of money. So to lose a $1,200 trade like that in minutes to put butter on my bagel, and yeah, I didn't even eat the bagel because it wasn't worth the $1,200. It didn't taste like a $1,200 bagel. I didn't see no gold sprinkled on top of it. You know? So, Tom, don't. So, is there any difference on the exchange between XRP USD, TXP USD, and XRP AIG? XRP AIG is a different pairing. But as far as XRP USD and XRP USDT, everybody will tell you there is a difference, but there's not. Even if USDT went to zero and you own XRP and USD, you own XRP. You can simply flip it to XRP and USD. And if that exchange doesn't have it, just withdraw your XRP to a wallet or to another exchange, and you'll still have your XRP. As long as it's not in leverage, like if you're on a leverage 1x trade and it's in USDT, you could be in trouble because it's a futures contract. But if you're just on a spot position, you have nothing to worry about. Come on, XRP. Just do us a solace here. Make this a bull flag here. Well, it kind of came down far, but it's still... I want it to do us a solace here, damn it. We would hate to see that be the end of it. At least in the short term, because I know long term we're still looking great. And we're going to get into an alt season more than likely, unless, like I said, unless they're looking to drop the hammer. Like, the only thing that sucks about this is we started this run up when we were already in like extreme greed. So I hate that. I hate that for all of us that this run started in extreme greed. I like it for all of us at that big W reversal. I like it for us the fact that we're on top of the 2018 resistance as support and we have this massive inverse head and shoulders. You know, I like everything I'm seeing from a fundamental standpoint. From the immediate short term and the 3 hourly, yes, I can see a little bit of a bearish divergence possibly here. But it's too early to tell. I'm hoping this just fills it out. That's what I'm saying. I hope this just fills it out. And this is a hammer candle. This stayed nicely. This didn't even make a new low. So I'm hoping this was just a fake out and we find ourselves over 62.19 before we can blink. That's what I'm hoping for. Bitcoin's hovered back over 88K. So I'm telling you, don't be nervous. We have consolidation after every little move. Remember that. Whoops. What is this? Oh, yeah, that's the technical play up. But after every single move, you always have a consolidation. This is nothing new. It's just we need to see how far the consolidation goes. And if it's a little bit more than just a 2-second consolidation and it kind of, kind of like how XRP did here. Came up. Now created this bull flag. Came down. I'm still a little skeptical is all. I'm still a little skeptical. I just want to see, not skeptical in the fact of where I think it's going to go. Skeptical if I want it to break out of here without any kind of further annihilation, let's just say. Without any further annihilation. So, anybody in the audience, do you think it's going to break out at this exact moment? Or do you think that it's going to correct more? Because I could definitely see it could break right out of here. I could definitely see it breaking right out of here. Little bull flag possibly right here. Right? Little bull flag. Man, I would like to think it's just going to break right out of here. The only thing I don't like, there's no volume on these last 5-minute candles. But we can just get a surge real quick and then that'll be fine. We just got to make sure this doesn't turn into like a little topping reversal. But it definitely looks like it could just W out of here. Oh, man, I'm so optimistic here. I'm so optimistic. The momentum is there. You guys are saying breakout. I would like to, I would say I tend to agree. There is momentum here. Definitely momentum building. Wave 4 going into a 5, Tom. Yes, indeed. We're kicking in. We're definitely kicking into gear. So the question is, we're right here. If we look at this from a standpoint, because I had questions, a lot of people were asking questions about if they were going to leverage trade, is it okay to get in here? Well, it's not that it's bad to get in here because it's had a retracement. You've had a retracement of about 4%. Still, it had that 5.6% retracement in totality. Right now, this would be about a 25% move on a 10x trade if it were to come back down. But it does look like a bull flag there is setting up. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna choose to watch this for a second, and I want to see a setup here because it looks like a decent one. Looks decent. Now XRP doesn't like to go fast. Well, I mean it does when it starts moving, but it doesn't like to initially go fast. It likes to make the move quickly, but then it likes to tease you a little bit. Remember, XRP never does it easy either. 5 minutes looking okay. We just got to get past that bearish cross here. Just got to get past this short-term bearish cross here at 61.15. Then we could be okay. I don't have enough evidence to draw out on the very short term what was playing out. But we're starting to build something here to where we could measure this out soon. So what you're looking for now, if we look at this in the 15, we got a resistance. I would say just to be safe, let's take the top wick. Whoops. Let's take the top wick here. Normally I would go from the bottom, but just to be safe, let's take that wick like that. So you got that kind of consolidation. This is where it gets tough when you try to... Actually, you know what? I do like this because we're sandwiched, right? This is the pattern breakout support, and that's the downtrending resistance that we're formed. So that's the formation that we have to break out. And you can see it actually lines up perfectly around it because it's either a head formation or we're going to bounce out very quickly. I would like to believe we're just bouncing out quickly and this was a fake out. Or not a fake out, but just a corrective strike because I think that's what was going on. I mean, obviously, let's look at Bitcoin. So, I wish it's going over C, market push, 2 a.m. breaking again. So, you guys think it's going to break out at 2 a.m.? You think it's going to break up here again? I've seen a couple different... I can agree. The Asian markets are going to probably push this a little bit. EU time, 2 a.m. Excellent. The Euro market, too. That would be an interesting spot to push it up. Breakout says Mark, Dita. I'm proud Tom took it like a man. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Gotta take it like a man. You gotta do it like you're... You know. Let's see. I wish it would show it on my tablet, but that's okay. I still can see the comments on my phone. I should charge it, though, because my phone is getting pretty low. We're also going to be coming to the end of this live stream as well. So, what I want to do here is I think since I'm in here with everybody, just looking at this just to make sure if, let's just say something fell out, because I like to look at the exhaustion. We'll look to see, and before I buy anything, but I promise you I will buy back into the leverage if you're part of that community. Once we get over this threshold, or if we come back down here and we're riding this, I could take a shot there. Right now we're kind of in the middle of no man's land. So I tend to like to buy it on a pullback or a pattern breakout. That's 1.5 to the top, 2.9 to the bottom. But it does look like we could start breaking up here again. It really does. It really does. Bitcoin's up to 88,400 here again. So this is good. It's actually good. I like what I'm seeing. I like the way it cleared out too pretty quickly. I like how we cleared everything back out pretty quickly. It's starting to set up if we look at this in the 5-minute. It's kind of emulating Bitcoin now. XRP Bitcoin pairing. Let's see what that tells us. The XRP Bitcoin pairing's a little... It's still working on that consolidation. It's kind of indecisive right now. This is where we can get a lot of information here for the next few hours and the way this next part of this consolidation is going to go. XRP's not in a bad spot. It's just the XRP Bitcoin pairing, so it could mean that Bitcoin could surge again, or it could just move a little bit faster than XRP. Can never quite tell in that regard. But I don't hate that consolidation. It's just, I want to see it surge past because we're just stuck in a little consolidation. That's all. It's nothing major. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go because I got to spend some time with Julie too. It's been an hour and 2 minutes. It's later than I normally do. But I'm glad that we're able to at least do this in some regard. I really am. Be careful. A lot of volatility. But if you're in a spot position, obviously just take a breath. Take a breath. Doge. I haven't put any kind of... I don't even know if we can copy trade Doge. But yeah, Doge seems to be... It's not following... Well, it is. I think Doge is speaking for a lot of these tokens that we're not done by a long shot. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to put the copy trade back in. I'm playing it to exhaustion, so I'll be a little bit more conscientious this time. I'll start it out with, I don't know. Let's see. We're up $145. A big conservative drop. You know, it could bring us down a little bit, but I sold out the initial one at 62.80. So I would still be in this if I was just holding, buying to sell it, buying to sell it. But I was holding it until the first big break. And now we came down and consolidated pretty nicely. So I think this is a decent area. Especially because I have the mentality I'm just holding it until failure. So if you're trading with me, don't get mad if we lose money. Just like you know, you're not supposed to get too happy when we win money either. So what is that noise? Let me take one more look here just to make sure that it's where I want it in the very short term. Because it still is on somewhat of a reversal candle here, so I'm not just going to buy it to buy it. I need to make sure. So I'm not going to do it during the live. I'm going to study this myself. And then if there is one, you'll see it in the settings. So have a blessed evening, everybody. I hope this found you well. I really, really do hope this found you well. I hope there was enough information here to get you by, and I hope you understand what's going on in the charts. Actually, let me look at this, because I think that would be unfair. There's some of you who are copy trading that are asking me to open something. So let's say everything went to shit here. We would need to survive at least down here to 56.28, but you really don't expect it to come much farther than that. We had that nice flag. Nice little reversal is starting. Bitcoin's at 88,749. Doge is up to 36. The market seems to have fended off this pretty well. So I'm just going to do this. Everybody wanted to ride this to failure with me. I was able to get out at 61.80 or 62.80 roughly. And now to buy it back in here, I'm not going to feel bad. So whatever. So I'll leave it here so that we can all see that we're in something before. And then I got to go, though. I got to go. If you're interested in joining us, you can always do it on BITUNIX, copy trade us. Active position again. We'll let it play out and see if it plays out appropriately. Liquidation's at $55.46. Have a good night, everybody. Stay blessed. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Let me go into the comments real quick just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, is there? Oh, cool. So, yep. So, we're back in, everybody. Thank you all so much. And then we'll just watch this. I don't have a stop loss on it for whatever reason. You know, it comes down and it gets below a certain level. Well, yeah, then I would obviously have to think of something. But I'm not looking at doing anything. I'm just looking for this to finish this ride. So, hopefully we can capitalize on this again this time. But we'll see. Every trade is different in its own self. So, have a blessed evening, everybody. And unless it implodes.